Well, greetings to Periodico Renacier. My name is Walter Smoralek. I'm 29 years old and I live in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I work as a journalist. And the reason that I interrupted Luis Almagro's speech at the Summit of the Americas is because, ever since I became an activist, I've been so inspired by the process of change going on in Bolivia, especially by the presidency of Evo Morales. And it was just such a blow, such a tragedy to see the coup take place, but also it was so inspiring to see the resistance of the Bolivian people, the bravery, and their determination to regain their country's independence and democracy. So I felt compelled to take action for that reason. I think that the Organization of American States Summit, the Summit of the Americas, was a complete failure and an embarrassment really for the Biden administration because not only was there the boycott, the outright boycott of many heads of state, there was the widespread criticism in the media, including sympathetic media outlets, at his administration's total failure to make any progress. And also I think that there was a very inspiring show of resistance too, parallel to the summit, at an event called the People's Summit for Democracy that brought together many different social movements. So I think that Biden was totally humiliated. His decision to exclude Cuba, Nicaragua, Venezuela completely backfired. On the question of Jeanine Áñez's trial and sentencing, I'm very happy to hear her, to hear that she was found guilty, sentenced to 10 years in prison. I hope that she's sentenced to many, many more years in prison and subsequent trials. And really all of the intellectual authors of the coup should be brought to justice. And so many of those people are in the United States, either because they fled the United States or because they work at the State Department or the CIA or in the White House, where the coup was really directed out of. And finally, to the question about underdevelopment in Latin America, I think clearly it's because of U.S. imperialism's domination of the region, Wall Street banks and corporations pillaging the natural resources of the region and exploiting labor. And I think for that reason, the working class, the people of the United States have a common interest, a common enemy with the working people of Latin America and the Caribbean in fighting to overthrow the domination of this tiny handful of super wealthy elites.